Scott Johnson was an American PhD student in mathematics who was killed in Australia in 1988. Initially treated by police as a suicide, a coroner's inquest in 2017 resulted in a finding he died as a result of a gay hate attack. In May 2020, a man was arrested and charged with the murder of Johnson. Our blood runs in the streets, and in the parks, and in casualty, and in the morgue. Our own blood, the blood of our brothers and sisters, has been spilt too often. Our blood runs because in this country, our political, educational, legal, and religious systems actively encourage violence against us. We are gay men and lesbians.
In 2018, we launched a report into homophobic hate-related crimes. That report then prompted the New South Wales Police Force to do their own investigation of the cases. In at least 26 of the cases, they agreed that there was anti-gay bias, and this is what we know that are documented. There's probably a larger volume of crimes remain unreported and therefore unsolved, particularly around our transgender community. When someone from the trans community dies, their trans experience is not necessarily recorded officially. There are a number of these known locations called beats around Sydney, and unfortunately, because they were known as beats, they were also known to attract people who were looking to either start a fight or cause violence among predominantly gay men. And so these sites then became a bit of a target for those gay-related hate crimes.
That sort of stuff is sort of like happens almost all the time nowadays, especially with Grindr and Tinder as well. You get straight people acting as gay just to meet up with a gay guy, and then before you know it, there's like a group of straights wanting to bash the shit out of this guy.
We're being attacked and killed, but we're invisible to a lot of people. Like most people walking down the street, what are they going to say? Yeah, I'm going to meet prejudice. I've had eggs thrown at me.
I guess like during the time as well, because it was the AIDS pandemic, and I wasn't born during that time, so it's not something I can comment on much, but because that was very prevalent during those times, and because the government was saying like, you know, this is a gay disease, in a way they orchestrated these sort of attacks.
I'm going to try not to cry, but it's hard because...
you want to stop it, you got any...
No, because I think it's... I lost so many of my brothers. And I think of the men that were activists with me were gone. And I miss them to this day. They were part of my family and they've gone. So it wasn't just a political issue, it was really in your heart. And going to visit them and watching them deteriorate. It was a very, very painful period. And I don't think people who weren't there at the time know just how devastating that was. Now, it doesn't always feel like a death sentence. At that time it was.
People who already had existing prejudices or stigma or enacted violence against our communities may have been spurred on by the HIV epidemic as a reason or to weaponise against our communities. That prejudice, you know, either play out in political action, in the way that police conduct themselves if our communities are reporting violence, that kind of thing. And I think some of that historical relationship with the police is still under repair.
I remember the first time at one of the parade marches, like Mardi Gras, when police started appearing within the parade in a group, and I was just so resentful. It would be like on a parade with the Nazis actually being there. If you were on a march against the concentration camps, And the Nazis march with you?
The experiences that our communities have when they go to try and seek support or help from the police can really shape how we feel about police, but also how we feel about going to report crimes to police. And so we know there are like large barriers for across our community, and more so if you're a person of colour or you're Aboriginal Australian or you're a trans person. The site that was picked in Tamarama, which is Marks Park, historically it was a beat and the site of silence, the historical violence that we're talking about. It was identified by the Waverley Council that this could be a really great place to have a memorial that gives the people the opportunity to have a quiet moment, to reflect, to meditate. A really strong element is around healing, because I think it's really important that our communities are able to have a physical representation that recognises the experiences that we've gone through.
I think it would be nice to sort of acknowledge what's happened in the past and sort of, in a way, reflect myself on how lucky I am to be a gay man standing here and show my condolences to those that have passed. Yeah, just think about what's happened. I can sort of see it as like a way to like rise and, you know, stand up for yourself and be proud of who you are and not let anyone tell you otherwise.
Hope in the future is what will happen with how we are with each other. That we see the benefits of diversity in our taste buds and being able to taste each other, literally and metaphorically.